Hello, chat. Wait, why am I so far away? There we go. It's so quiet. What happened to the BGM? Hello, chat. Oh, hang on, let me put my hair up. Hello, chat. Konnichiwa. Where's my coffee? There's my coffee. Oh. Hello, good morning. Oh. How was your eat? I was okay, I suppose. Not shadow ban? Shadow ban on YouTube? I hope not. We're half awake. Yeah. I had a difficult night. I was trying to go to sleep and I couldn't. I don't know why. It was just another one of those, I'm guessing it was another one of those, like, insomnia moments. Wait. You're drinking 2 cups of coffee. Sometimes 2 is not enough. Well, I think it's because I just drink a lot of coffee normally, so I've built a tolerance to it. I don't know why shadow banning happens on YouTube. Like, unless you're actively going around spamming a whole bunch of stuff, I don't see why YouTube would ever do that. Eat a whole pot, yeah. Fresh pots of coffee. Let's go. I wish I had fresh pots of coffee. I don't have fresh pots of coffee because I don't have a pot. I have a kettle. 2 becomes 4, and then 4 becomes 8. Yeah. Two pots of coffee for tomorrow. Ooh. Ooh. Hi. How are we doing, chat? How are we doing this lovely morning? Well, I guess not morning for most people, because most folks from the States, it's like 6 p.m. back there. Ever tried hot chocolate? I did. I don't really like hot chocolate too much. I only like it for aesthetics, if that makes sense. Like, if I have the chance to like bundle up in a blanket and then stare outside a rainy window or like a stormy window, or like, well, I don't get snow where I am in Elysium, so I don't really have like snow experiences, but just, yeah, the vibes. I like the idea of it. Exactly. Chad, it's getting hot here. Hot chocolate without sugar, would you drink it? Sure. The less sugar there is, the better it is for me, actually. Because normally like sweet, like super sweet things. Comfy snow, yeah. A torch and use it as an excuse to push marshmallows on top. Oh, I want to get one of those. I've always wanted to get one of those small propane tanks, with the little blow torches. And the reason why is I want to try making creme brulees. And that's like really it. It's it's creme brulees and also like seared fish, but then I realized I could probably just sear fish on the pan normally. So like I don't really need a blowtorch, but like the idea of it, I like the idea of it, just having it, you know. Anything you can brulee the top of, exactly. I like creme brulee because a lot after like one of them. Yeah, I only had one. There was an ice cream here that Betel really likes. If I remember, it's just called brulee, and it's only served, or it's only like sold in 7-Eleven here. But it's basically like creme brulee, but ice cream. Well, I guess creme brulee, there's less of like the custard in there. It's more of like the ice cream. So it's like a custard ice cream, and then like the little crunchy creme brulee part on top. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I had one, and it was really nice. It was tasty. I think a lot of Japanese, like, ice creams, snacks, and desserts in general are not that sweet. So they're not too bad for me. There's a few that are pretty bad. The ones that are just, like, obviously just mostly candy or mostly sugar, but a good chunk of them I enjoy because they're pretty mild when it comes to sweetness. Desserts are bangers. They are. When I was in Canada, went to get this creme brulee. It's a lot. Ooh. Taunting us with JP exclusive company things. Damn, sir. Thank you for the 16 months. Okwedi, okwedi. I'll be traveling to Japan soon. Do you have a favorite eatery that you can recommend? A favorite eatery? I have a couple. I can't name them because they're like really small local areas. But what I would recommend is that, like, avoid. Okay, so this makes things a little bit difficult, right? But the advice was, if you search up ramen stores in like ramen shops in Japan, don't search for the English word ramen, because those are the ones that have geared their like name, their SEO, and the menus to a foreign audience. So you want to find the ones that sell ramen, but in Japanese, that don't have English stuff in there. And then there's a lot of small hole-in-the-wall shops that you can find all over the place. I guess like one big place that you can go to, it's kind of busy because it's like a famous area. It's like a little bit of a touristy trap, but it's a place called Omoide Yokocho? Omoide Yokocho, I think. It's a narrow alley street in Shinjuku, I think, the big city. It's one of the big cities, but there's one in there, and there's a whole bunch of really nice shops there too. But like that one's a little bit of a touristy trap because it's like a famous place. Yeah, I would also, like, the big recommendation I would say is, like, don't be afraid to go to just any random store that you see on the sign, because there's often a lot of good ones that are just kind of like, they don't really advertise, but they're like little family-run shops that are really tasty. I would also recommend bringing a phone with some data so that you can use like Google Translate and like read the menus and stuff. Hole in the wall sometimes have the best food in the area. They do. How's your Japanese language so far? Non-existent, to be honest. It's really non-existent. I want to try and visit some izakaya. This is me personally, but when it comes to izakayas, I think it's the best to go with a very small group of friends. I don't think going to an izakaya with a large group of friends works, because the last couple of times that we tried to go with a large group, it has been like, it's just been, you know? It's been like, there's a lot of people there. It's hard getting seats for for groups more than 4, because everything's kind of small. So like, you gotta wait a long time for enough seats to clear out, and then even then, like, the amount of food that you get is kind of on the like smaller end. So like, if you're hungry, I wouldn't go to an izakaya with a group of friends. Lots of standing, lots of smoke. Not that I've seen, there's a lot of places that don't allow smoking indoors now. You kind of have to go out of your way to find smoking, or like shops that allow smoking. But yeah, heard max 4 people for groups. Yeah, we try to go with like 8, 11. It was a lot of people. Izakaya is more for drinking, yes. Drinking and then eating skewers of chicken. Oh man, the chicken's really good though. I have been eating so many like novel foods for me. I've been really enjoying like chicken hearts, chicken livers. There's a skewer where they only serve chicken skin, or there's a skewer that only has chicken skin, and if you really like fatty skin, it's great. Otherwise, don't, because it's not crispy chicken skin. It's just fatty chicken skin that's been like dunked in sauce repeatedly over and over again. Oh, it's really good though. It's really good. But yeah, I think for me, I guess the reason why it doesn't really work for me though, like izakayas, is that I eat for like food. I guess not the experience. I eat for the food and not for the experience of the food, you know? So if I'm hanging out with friends, I would much rather hang out with friends doing a thing than hanging out with friends eating. Because in my mind, I'm like, I want to eat until I'm full. But you can't really do that at izakayas. I mean, you can, but then you end up like ordering a lot of stuff for yourself as opposed to like the assorted skewer platters that everyone shares, or like the big bowls of fried like french fries. So it's more like doing a thing. Yeah, like if we're going out, like I want us to like do karaoke stuff, like focusing on things that aren't food. Because whenever I go to a restaurant, in my mind I'm like, I should be eating, Izakayas are for the drinks mostly. I had so many weird drinks that I haven't had before. I had a matcha highball. That was weird. It was good, but it was a very strange flavor that I didn't expect. There was like a tea, like oolong tea highball, I think. And like, I don't know, they're just like really strange combinations of highballs. Japan really likes their highballs. A matcha, yeah. You tried Strong Zero? I have tried Strong Zero. They're all right. They're pretty good. Flavor-wise, they're basically like seltzers, so they're not that great of a flavor. But I would say that they're good for if you want to get buzzed real fast. Like a single can of Strong Zero would do it for you. Yeah. Highball implies that there is a low ball. Having a strange itch to do karaoke recently. Karaoke is fun. Karaoke is really fun. I kind of wish I had gone to karaoke more, but I can't. Like I don't have the time. I'm been so sad. I wanted to go. I told myself that I would try to go to karaoke and then just practice singing on my own, but then I realized it's just easier to practice at home instead. You're planning on go to Diojolin, a JoJo's Bar Adventure in Nakano? Oh, that sounds fun. I hope you have fun. I hope it's fun. I hope it's good. I hear that a lot of those collaboration shops and restaurants, especially the ones for anime franchises, end up selling out very fast, so it takes a while to get the tickets. If they are ticketed anyway. I know that I've seen a few of Detective Conan ones that aren't reservations only. So hopefully you're able to go visit visit one of those. Miss doing karaoke during COVID. I don't have a place to go where there are karaoke rooms. No. You gotta make your own karaoke room. Wait, that reminds me. Did you guys know? I saw this on the news a little while back. Well, I guess not really news, but it was like reported by a couple of science TikTokers that I follow. There was a researcher team at MIT who was able to make this curtain that was like 95% efficient at blocking sounds. And the amazing thing was, it was a very thin fabric. And I want it. There's truly educational stuff on TikTok. The fun thing about TikTok is that their algorithm is very, very good. Like, it identifies what you spend your time watching, and the more that you spend your time watching it, the more it specializes the For You page for you. So for me right now, it's a lot of cooking, it's a lot of skincare, a lot of makeup. Half of it's like puppies. Like half of it's just animals in general, like raccoons and puppies. Oh my god, there was a moment when my TikTok For You page was like 90% animal rescue videos, and I was crying my eyes out. Like every single time, like I would scroll, and then there'd be this other puppy that was getting rescued from underneath the train. And then another one where this puppy was like a stray walking down like the streets of Paris or whatever, and people are petting it and stuff. Like, oh my god. But yeah, the algorithm's really good at figuring out what you like, and whatever it shows you, it kind of knows what you like. Like there was also a good period of time when I was on a Frog Talk where I only got TikToks of frogs, and that was like an amazing moment for my life. But yeah. Are you a dog or a cat person? I love both, but I'm allergic to cats. But yeah. I wanted to go. Okay, here's the thing though. The researchers at MIT were talking about how they couldn't figure out a use case scenario for this. They're like, we have invented this amazing fabric that is about as heavy as a standard curtain, but is 95% effective at blocking sounds. But we don't know what to use it for. And it's like, are you serious? Really? Really? Like, how can you create such an amazing piece of fabric and not have a use for it, right? It's literally for soundproofing rooms. Exactly. Every streamer's dream. I wanted to get one of those. Apparently, it's still in, what's the word? Like, I forgot what the word was. It's the word where like they have it, they've built it, but it's like cost prohibitive to mass produce it at the moment. Like it's difficult for them to make it really cheap and affordable. Prototype testing phases, yeah, around there, like that kind of stuff. So it's one of those like, it's really expensive to make now. They just have a sample of it that they were able to fabricate in their labs. Yeah, like a development stage. So it's like, I'm so just, man. It's one of those things where it's like, you're born just a little too early to take advantage of it, you know? Like, I bet you it'll go, like, I think, like, solar panels are a very good example. Manrolo, thank you. Fabricate. Oh, Koidi, thank you for reaping the membership. Wildcard, thank you for the super. Algorithms or social media ads are like stalkers that you tolerate because you can't get them to leave you alone. I wish I got more ads, but I have all my ad blockers set up so that I don't get ads. There was a moment where I was like, I realized I've not seen a new movie in almost 5 years because I don't ever get ads for movies, you know? Like, I wish I could set up, like, I want ads, but I want specifically ads for video games, you know? I wish I got more ads that they no human has ever said, but I want ads. Okay, here's the thing though. It's not just like AAA game ads. I want like advertisements for indie games, like indie horror games. I want that. Like I want, because I don't know. There's so many indie horror games out there that I can't, like, I don't have time to keep up with every single one of those. Like 100 come out every single day, and I don't know of them, you know? So I want ads where like horror games come out. I'm like, oh cool, I am now aware of this horror game, you know? But I don't get any cool ads. I get really boring ads. Blue Mantis, hello. Cloaker +1 stealth. Oh man, that'd be so cool. Imagine you can just bundle yourself up with it. Nothing like horror movie ads when you fall asleep to watching ASMR. Let's go! There's this one artist on TikTok that I've been getting who does a lot of horror art. She's been drawing these really like scary, uncanny, and eerie images of people like screaming, and it's really bloody and it's really gory. And it's so like, it makes you feel so uneasy. And I love it. I love it. The eyes look like they move, but they don't. It's just a painting. But it looks really cool. Just gotta follow accounts that post dev news updates. Yeah. There are a lot of ads on Gamer Instagram. The one I saw was a zoo horror game. I think I saw that one too. Like you're trying to escape a zoo at night, and then like the monsters are like the thing. They look like animals, and they just like explode into like a like a bloody mess, and then they chase after you. I think it's hard because indie games have a low budget now. Yeah, they do. I follow a few indie horror showcase like Twitter accounts that will showcase things, and they'll like promote it to their audience whenever like an indie game comes out and they don't have the money for it, or like a separate money for like a marketing budget, you know. Don't know that in Japan, but there's some horror movies out in at least America. I haven't seen them yet. The artist that paints and sculpts the hand on arms coming out of the paintings. Oh, I've seen those. Those are really cool. I kind of want one. I kind of want one. Have you heard of Indigo Park? I have. I love the art. The art style is really cute. The raccoon is adorable. Gameplay wise, I think it's okay. I think I'm a little tired of the whole concept of mascot horror. Everyone's trying to be a mascot horror. But I don't know, Chad. I don't know if we can get perms for it. If we can get perms for it, I'll play it anyway. Because getting perms is pretty rough already. But yeah. What about comfy games? Have you seen any that caught your attention? There's this one called Lightyear Frontier. It's like a mecha farming game, I think. You play... Oh, wait. There was another one. I forget what's called. Infinite Skies or something like that. But it's described as Subnautica, but in the air. That's the one I wanted to try. So it's not... what is it? I forget what the name is. Something infinite sky. I don't know. I forget what it's called. But this is one that's being marketed, or like that people are talking about as if it was Subnautica but in the air. But it's really cool. I wanted to try those. I know how to make farming simulators, painful weeds. Okay, there's actually this one farming simulator game that I really want, and it's specifically based off of that one episode of Love, Death, and Robots called Suits. And I really wish someone would make a game like that. Alright, so not a spoiler, but like just like a general premise of Suits, the episode Suits, right? So is it Forever Skies? I think that one's it. Yeah, that sounds familiar. I think it might be Forever Skies. Yeah. Alright, so in the show, Love, Death, and Robots, right? It's like an anthology series. So there's like a whole bunch of various like episodes that are all kind of stand alone from each other, right? There's this one episode called Suits, right? Where it features, it's basically StarCraft, but like kind of ranching, okay? And there are these planets out there that have, like, humanity is now at a point where we've colonized space, but they're running out of food. So what they do is they colonize these individual planets, terraform it, and then they put farmers on there. And then the farmer's job is to operate these massive ranches that produce a whole bunch of food so they can put it into spaceships and then shoot them up into space so that they can feed humanity, right? So there's that. But there is this invading, like infecting, like the Zerg. They're basically the Zerg, okay? It's like the Zerg are coming in, right? And what they do is they break through into these planets to basically, because it's like now fertile land and fertile soil, they're like, oh, we can finally take advantage of all the resources these humans have set up for us, right? It's our stuff now, right? So these breaches happen, and then the Zerg come out, and then you have to like defend it, right? So the whole point is these people have these giant mech suits that they use for farming, right? But when the Zerg start to invade, these breaches happen where like rips in like space-time appear, and then like the Zerg just pour out of it, right? So these guys, they like refit their farming mechs into combat mechs, and they like pull up like machine guns and rockets and everything. They load it up, and then they go fight off all the Zerg. And it's really cool. And I want a game where you have a farm and you're building a nice little farming on a ranch, right? But at the same time, there's combat to it because you have all these wild like aliens trying to come in and like just destroy it, right? Like, I love that stuff. Also, real fun fact, the reason why I keep calling back to StarCraft is because they literally pulled the voice actors for Tychus Finley, Hammer, Miss Hammer, the siege tank, and driver lady, and then the guy who voices the SCVs, I think. I don't know. But they literally pull in the StarCraft 2 voice actors to voice the characters to play in that episode. So it looks really fun. It looks really fun. But yeah, it's called Suits from Love, Death, and Robots. Season 1, I think. But yeah. Ooh, Zima Blue. That one was good too. I liked Zima Blue. The art in Zima Blue was so striking compared, like, it was so different compared to every other episode that I was like, whoa. The other one that I really liked was the time loop one with the lady in like the crazy makeup. That one was really trippy. I like the concept of it. I was like, whoa, what's going on? That one was pretty cool. What other ones were there? I have like a vague recollection of all of them. I like the tourist robots. That one was good. I like that one. The little trio of robots that go on a tour of like the humanity's last moments. I really like that one. That one was fun. Very lighthearted compared to the rest of the themes. Oh my god, wait. There was that one. I forget what it's called. Higaro? Or something like that? Yeah, the Jungle Siren one. The one with the lady who was like covered in like golden scales, and whenever she would sing, it would cause the soldiers to go mad. Hibaro. Yeah. That one was trippy. That one was insane. The camera work, like just the dynamic movement, just everything. That was so creepy. Smash or pass? Smash. Next question. It was all animated. It's insane. It's insane. There was a few that I saw which was like, they gotta have actors for these, right? Like this has to be acted out. But no, it's all like CG. It's insane. I really also liked Sunny's game. The twist in Sunny's game. I did not expect this. I didn't expect it at all. But when I saw it, I was like, whoa, no way. I really like that. Oh, wait. The trippy dream one. The dream one. That one was, I like that one too. Oh my god. The dream one was insane. The one where the guys, they're like transporters, they're basically like couriers. They have a shipment package that they need to deliver, and they go through like the little Stargate thing, and then they get like zapped off. But like what ends up happening is like their navigation system goes haywire, and then they end up in a completely different sector of the universe, right? And then they wake up and it's like, wait, how did we end up here? We're so far away. We're off course. There's no way we could have been this far off course, right? And then he sees his like ex from a long time ago. It's like, how are you here? Of all the places, like how's it strange? And then like Aquila Rift, yeah, that's the one. Oh my god. Oh, that one was good. I really like that one. Man, I wanted to turn some of the episodes in Love, Death, and Robots into games. I love the concept of it. It's so good. It's so good, Jen. Watch along sounds great. I wish there was a watch along, but they like organized the episodes so that you could watch them all in series. Because if I'm not mistaken, the episodes are randomized for every single person. Like the order that they show up in is completely random for each person. So your experience of watching the series is very different from everyone else. But yeah. Another one of the favorites was the one where they went into the temple and they all die one by one. Oh yeah, what was it, like the vampire one? Nosferatu or something? Yeah, the first season of Love, Death, and Robots. The episodes were shown to people. Like everyone had access to all the episodes, but when you watched it, it was in different order for everyone. The names are different? No, the names aren't different. The names are the same. The episodes are identical, but the order that the episodes showed up in, because I think it had like, what, 8? The first season came up with like 8 episodes or something, but like it was mixed up for everyone who saw it. It's like some people saw Zima Blue before they saw like Sunny's game, and other people saw Beyond the Killer Rift before Suits, and stuff like that. I should give the series a watch. It's been on my list for a while. Do it! Do it! Oh, it's so good. Second season was... okay. It was okay. It didn't have like the kick of the first season, but I think it's because it's one of those like the Portal 2 situation where Portal 1 was so unexpectedly good that my expectations were incredibly high for season 2. And when season 2 came out, I was like, it's good. It's good, but not as good as season 1. But like the whole first time experience of season 1, you know, happening like kind of overshadowed season 2. I really like the yogurt episode. Oh, the yogurt episode was fun. It was cute. I liked Portal 2. I liked Portal 2 as well, but I don't think it lived up to the hype. And the hype is of like the intangible thing that you have to live up to, because Portal 1 was so good and it built such a big story in a world, and you're like, oh, what's going on? What's happening? I want to know more. And then Portal 2 come out and it's like, it's good. It's not that good, you know? That's what a lot of people like felt, because they're like, it's a good game, but it's not as good as we were expecting it to be. And you're like, what kind of expectations did you have? And they were like, super, super high. I disagree. Portal 2 has some of the best writing I've seen. Wheatley's the writing for Wheatley was fantastic, but I think the problem came in that Portal 2 did a little too much when it came to world building. Does that make sense? Like Portal 1 was really trippy. Like you played Portal 1 and you're like, whoa, what's going on? Like, there's so much mystery in this intrigue, right? And then Portal 2 comes out and then it just kind of fills in all the gaps for you. You know? Like less is more. Yeah. Like it tells you everything about the history of the company. It tells you about the founder. It tells you about Wheatley. It tells you about like, it tells everything, right? And there's none of that like, oh, what's going on here? Like, why are we in this test chamber, right? Especially at the end of Portal 1, where you get to go like behind the testing chambers and you're like, wait, there's more. Like, it's not just like a testing facility. It's like there's more to it, and it's abandoned. What's going on, right? But then like Portal 2 comes out and it's like, oh, here's what's going on. Let me tell you everything, right? And it's kind of like, like it did a good job of filling in all that gaps in the world building, but it did it a little too well, you know? So the whole like the intrigue was kind of taken away from it, you know? Want You Gone is generally one of my favorite songs. That is a good song. It's been a while since I've heard it. And I think the big thing, we still had the Ratman theories. We did, but like, it wasn't part of the game. You had to follow the Ratman theories outside the game. And I don't know how I feel about that. I enjoyed the experience while it was taking place, but it's not an experience you can have after the fact, you know? Like, for example, I think like another more common one, like FNAF, I guess. The lore of FNAF is not delivered to you at all in the games. The games are actually missing, like they don't include a significant portion of the lore. A lot of it happens from outside the lore. And as someone who did not follow FNAF during the heyday, when I go back through it, it's kind of like reading a Wikipedia page. You know? It's not like, if I want to follow the lore, like I could, but it's like following a Wikipedia page. I don't get the same experience as people who experienced it in real time, you know, like while it was happening. That experience is now forever lost to me. Like I'll never be able to experience that again, you know? Out of like an older one, I guess, for like those in the 1900s, Marble Hornets. I was there during Marble Hornets when I was like waiting every single week for a new episode to come out, a new video to be uploaded, more like information to be like revealed. I was there, and like that experience of, you know, like every single weekend just like getting up and be like, wait, is there new Marble Hornets? Is there new Marble Hornets video, right? And like talking about it with your friends and like going online to like on Reddit and like having little conversations with the community to see like what's going on, right? I can't ever share that experience with friends now, you know? I can show them the videos, of Marble Hornets, but like the in universe kind of feeling of like waiting for the next episode. Like you'll never get that ever again, you know? So when I show them the videos, it's like, oh cool, it's a big series of, you know, Splendor Man lore, but that's it. It's just a series of videos, right? There isn't that like anticipation. There isn't the waiting. There isn't like a very cryptic video that comes out and it's like the person says, I'm safe, I'm okay, but I'm gonna have to lay low for a while, and everyone's like, what do you mean? What do you mean you're safe? The last update, you haven't told us anything since the last update. Did something happen? What's going on, right? And it's like, wow, you know, like you don't get that really engaging feeling anymore. Bleh. Following an ARG in real time is an experience. Yeah, exactly. I think that's the same for a lot of ongoing shows. Man, I'm kind of glad I missed Game of Thrones when that was happening. Everyone around me was talking about Game of Thrones, and I was like, I'm just gonna watch Lord of the Rings again for the 20th time, you know? Like, the fandom experience after the fact is definitely not the same, agreed. Okay, see, here's the thing though. You know how we have like character AI and like ChatGPT, right? There's a use that we can have for it, right? Give me an AI chat room where the people talking in it are talking as if they were in the middle of an ARG while it was happening. So you kind of get that, like, you get to have that kind of like discussion about what's going on, right? Like, give me a chat room full of people who are only talking about Love, Death, and Robots season 1 3 weeks after it came out, right? It's just that, right? Nothing else. That way you can like experience what it was like to have those discussions where people are like, did you guys see that? Whoa, that was so cool. And then you can, you know, but then like you would know that it's AI and then it's like, it's not really the same, you know. Game of Thrones was one of those shows that was too hyped to watch. Yeah, same. Hyperversion is real for me. It's real, man. Like YouTube chat right now, it is. Sometimes I like to go back in like big special moments, and then I'll go back and then I'll watch YouTube chat just to see people's reactions to things, and I'll be like, oh yeah, reactions. Have you played Pathologic 2? It's horribly not scary, very interesting and difficult. Definitely one of my favorite games. I don't think so. I don't think I played Pathologic 1 or 2. But yeah, I only know of Game of Thrones from the memes. Like, the memes and the errors in the filming. Like how there was a Starbucks cup in just one of the shots because one of the actors, they were just so done and over it that they didn't care anymore. So one of them was drinking a cup of Starbucks and they just left it there on the table. And they filmed it and no one caught it until after it was like shown. Yeah, like they actually did that. Like there's just like random stuff that they like just didn't care for and they just left it in there. Fantacular, thank you for the super. My birthday is technically tomorrow, but it is where you are, where it counts, right? Thank you for all that you do and are. I'm excited to see you in your 3D. So happy for you. Love you. Thank you, Fantacular. And happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Fantacular. Happy birthday to you. Let's go. Happy birthday. Thank you for the super. There's a heavy difference between reading text material and making it come to life on screen. There really is, yeah. Oh, my nose is stuffy. It's still stuffy. But man. Also, chat. I don't know when. I think maybe next week. I think I'm gonna play just like a whole bunch of Fallout because I've been on the Fallout binge ever since watching that Fallout show. And I have to admit it, the reason why I want to is because the characters didn't play the game my way. They didn't play it the way that I would play Fallout. They just, the way that they acted, they just did their own thing, right? And I'm just like, I wanna play Fallout, but I wanna play it my way, you know? So like, that's why I wanna do it, you know? When I wanna play Fallout. They played it wrong, yeah, exactly. I'm actually kind of happy about Fallout compared to Skyrim. I like Fallout a little bit. Like, okay, here's a hot take. Maybe not a hot take, but like a tepid, like mildly lukewarm. I like Fallout more than Skyrim because as fun as Skyrim is, melee builds in Skyrim aren't really that viable. I don't like it. Skyrim is prettier. Yeah, Skyrim is prettier, but like you can't, like, melee builds are kind of meh in Skyrim, and I like in Fallout you can build specific weapons and enhance, like, was it fist, like the fist punching thing, the metal fist thing, the boxing gloves, that one, like where you can like destroy things with it, like in a single punch. It's really fun. I'll do it my way. I can't sing with the morning, but thank you for the super Mickey. Thank you. Galvan Knuckles, is that what it's called? I wanted to call it like Fisto, but Fisto was the name of one of the dudes in She-Ra. Is it? Was it She-Ra? Or was it He-Man? I think it was He-Man. Oh my god. Wait. They need to They gotta reboot Xena Warrior Princess and Hercules again. Like, oh my god. Can we bring those back? Can we bring those back, please? Fisto sounds like a name you'd come up with. No, it was an actual guy. There's an actual character named Fisto, and his power is that he is a guy with a metal fist. And that's it. That's literally it. He just punches things. There might be one in She-Ra too. I think there was a crossover that I'm thinking about. But yeah, man. Thought about naming my daughter Xena, but the hubby shut that down. Xena the Warrior Princess and Hercules. God, it was so good. Oh, it was so good. Okay, here's the thing. I don't remember anything about it. I just remember the feelings I got from watching that in the old times. Please tell me he has a buddy named Kiko. Maybe. I don't remember. It's been a while. His sister named his dog Xena. Aww. Xena was an early crush of mine. Xena was like the first scary dog. So many people's by awakening. Mine was the 1900s hit movie The Mummy, starring Brendan Fraser. A Xena watch along? I don't even know if there was ever, like, is it streaming? I don't even know where you'd find it. I remember Hercules and Xena episode was the gods and demigods in the modern day. Oh, I kind of want to watch that. I kind of want to watch that, but specifically for the fashion. Just for the nostalgia faction again. Every time you say the 1900s I die, don't worry. It's good. It's good though. You gotta embrace it. It's part of you. It's part of who you are. It's on Amazon and YouTube. It's on Amazon Prime. Ooh, I kind of want to watch it now. Getting the Hots for Cupid played by young Carl Urban. Oh, I don't remember. Kevin Sorbo playing Hercules, playing Kevin Sorbo. What happened to Kevin Sorbo? Leather armor suit Xena. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't remember much about the show. I just remember the feelings it gave me. So like a lot of like my nostalgia is just like I remember it being super cool, and I want it to be like badass. Peter, thank you. Are you ready for the new Arcane Love Season 1? Is it coming out? I completely forgot about it. Completely forgot about it. What happened in Arcane 1? I don't remember. He certainly became a guy? Ah, I see. We shall leave it at that then. Season 2 is gonna come out. It's coming in November. Can't wait till November. I want to forget about it again. By the time it comes in November, I'll be like, ooh, pleasant surprise. Man. If I remember, wait, what happened in Arcane 1? What did it end with? I forget. I'm gonna have to rewatch it, but I probably won't rewatch it now. I'll probably rewatch it closer to November. But like, I don't remember what happened in Arcane 1. Season 1 watch lot to refresh your memory. I'll jinx it a war crime. Oh no. It ended with the boom, sadness and death. Jinx it a war crime. Did she do a war crime or was she about to do a war crime? Because that's very different. About to do a war crime means you can be stopped. Having done the war crime or like an incipient war crime in the process of it happening. Lots of trauma. I'll have to go watch it again, but I'll probably watch it like in October, right before the new season comes out. Jinx destroyed bot lane. Oh no. Yeah. I paid the $20 to transfer my League of Legends account to Japan, and I touched it once. And I haven't touched it at all. I have not played League of Legends. Like, the only thing I play now is like Teamfight Tactics. And that's it. Like, I haven't played like actual League. I haven't even played ARAMs. I don't know. Got baited by Battle. Yeah. And just, why'd you do that to yourself? I wanted to be involved in things, you know? I wanted to be involved. Because I wanted to get rid of all the roadblocks. Like, I did not want to end up in a situation where like the boys are like, hey, Shinri, you want to play League? And I'd be like, I would love to, but I gotta transfer my account, and that's gonna take a while. Like, I didn't want to get in there, right? So I wanted to get in there into that situation with like, hey, you want to play? I was like, all right, sure. Like, thanks for inviting me, and then we'll play, right? But we haven't touched it since then. Man. I'm surprised that League of Legends is still going along. Like, it's still going strong. And it's something, there's something to be said for a game that's like, what, 13 years old, I think? No, 13? 15, right? I guess if you include the beta, it's like 15 years old now. But it's been like, okay, here's the thing though. Here's the thing. Yeah, it's 2009, right? Yeah, like right before the 2010. I am realizing that there is such a strong power in the first movers advantage phenomenon. You know? I'm realizing that there is such a big power in that is something that is like, you can't compete against it at all. Like, okay, let me explain, all right? Think about how many MOBAs came out at that time, you know? Like, as long as you just do mediocre progress, and like, I don't know, like, there's something about it. Okay, here's the thing. It's a phenomenon that isn't specific to games as well. It's a phenomenon that is very, like, it happens in a lot of things, but it happens primarily for like services, not products, services, all right? And it trips me out because okay, here's the thing. I remember a time when the internet had like a whole bunch of websites. Like, every single website was there, and it felt like the wild, wild west, you know? Everyone just kind of has their own thing going on, right? But slowly, over time, the internet's kind of shrunk in a very boring and bland way, you know? Like, there were a lot of video hosting sites, right? But now it's just YouTube, right? There was like a lot of social media sites, but now it's just like Facebook and Twitter, right? There used to be a lot of content aggregation sites, and now it's just Reddit, right? And I feel like that's kind of the sensation that I'm getting. Like, if you are first and you are able to hit a critical mass by just being first, right? Because no one else is doing something, right? So you're just there first, right? And you offer a service that people didn't know they wanted. By being first, you kind of have a natural advantage that is impossible to overtake. Like, okay, here's the thing, chat. StarCraft Brood War has more players on it still compared to StarCraft 2. StarCraft 2 has a very small but like tiny dedicated fan base, but StarCraft Brood War, as like the first StarCraft RTS in its franchise to go like wildly popular, now has more players on it still in 2024 than StarCraft 2 does. You know? Like League of Legends as like one of the first standalone, like League of Legends and Dota, right? As like the standalone MOBAs after, what was it called? Aeon of Strife or Aeon or something like that. After the mod, they're still going strong, despite the fact that there were like at least 30 other MOBAs that came out. You know? Wizard 101 is still going, right? Yeah. World of Warcraft is still going, right? Like there's a lot to be said to do like the first one to do it right, because let's be honest, like World of Warcraft wasn't the first MOBA, or sorry, wasn't the first like MMORPG, nor was it like particularly good. If I have to be honest, there were like hundreds of MMORPGs. Like, Chad, do you guys remember like 2008? Like 2008 to 2012. Was it 2008 to 12? I think, was it before? No, was it 2024? Like 2004 to 2008, you know? There was a whole bunch of stuff where like every single month there was a new MMORPG that came out, you know? It's where you have games like Mabinogi or Fly for Fun, what was it, like Latale, Grand Chase, you know, like all of those stuff, all of those things. Yeah, Ragnarok Online too, right? Like there was a lot, right? But none of them have really survived. Elsword, right? Elsword, you know? Yeah, Maple Story too. Like there's just, I don't know, like just being first is such a powerful advantage. Like being first and being moderately okay is so much better than being first and being perfect, you know? Final Fantasy 14 is steadily murdering WoW though. It's happening now, but like that growth took years and years, you know? I think Neopets is gone now. I think Neopets is still around. It's just that a lot of their games don't work anymore because it's all based on a dead program. Flash? Is it still doing a thing? Did they switch over? I forget. Grand Chase survived for 15 years. Yeah, but it wasn't big, you know? And I don't know, like there's something to be said. Like, okay, that's why it's surprising to me, right? That yes, I understand and I'm aware of what the first mover's advantage is. If you're just by the virtue of being first, you get a huge bunch of people to like follow you, right? I underestimated how powerful that was, because like there have been examples of games where they're like League of Legends comes out, right? And I'm like, it's good, but is it that good? Right? And then a whole bunch of other MOBAs came afterwards, and I'm like, wow, these games like fix a lot of the issues that League had, and I feel like this gameplay is smoother, there are less loading screens, the economy is better thought out, because they were developed having League of Legends as like a template and be like, all right, here's League of Legends, it's doing very well, but here are some problems with it, let's make a game that fixes those problems, right? And then they fix it, and it comes out, and then it closes like a year later because there just aren't enough people playing it. And then you ask the question, why aren't there people playing it? And they're like, well, they're already playing League of Legends. So why, like, they don't want to spend the time to learn like 80 new characters with 5 abilities each, plus a passive, and all those items, right? And it's like, in my mind, I thought to myself, if you make a product that improves on a previous existing product and it gets better, then it'll be easier to get people to switch over. But that's not the case. People are more likely to stick with what is familiar to them just because it was first, and then not move over to like a better product, you know? Or a better service, I mean. HOTS was awesome. HOTS is great. I loved HOTS. HOTS is fun. It got rid of so much of like the really boring parts of the game, you know? Like, oh look everyone, it's League of Legends. The first 5 minutes are just farming, and that's all it is. Because no team wants to take the risky play and do something crazy in the first 5 minutes because it might backfire and then put them on the back, you know, on the back foot, and then like Dota is great because Dota does like wild, hilarious hijinks that don't really make sense at all because there's just so much stuff that happens that like you don't have to spend the first 5 minutes farming, you know? I mean, like that's kind of why StarCraft 2 changed, right? They had like tripled the number of starting units that you got because they're like, all right, StarCraft 2 is really boring because unless you Zerg Rush or like Zealot Cheese, then every game plays out pretty much the same for the first 7 minutes because 7 minutes is when the first attack happens, right? So they like increase the number of SCVs that you had and workers to speed it up at the beginning, you know? But like, man, I don't know. That's what, like, Heroes of the Storm got rid of that. You just got in and you're like, all right, level 1, you can start doing fun team fights. And I thought that was really cool. And it was fun. You didn't have to worry about like, oh, I had to like last hit all the units and everything because we gotta like dance around and play this like stupid poke game, you know? But I remember a game called Gigantic was a third-person MOBA, but due to the popularity of Overwatch and LoL, the game shut down. Thankfully, New Death Survived. Gigantic was able to come back. I tried playing it a bit, but it's not the same because my experience of playing Gigantic for a couple of hours is that I actually recognized a few of the names of people who are playing the game, and it's like, you guys were playing this back in 2016, 2017. Like, you're still playing this game, and they're just like curb stomping newbies, and it was not fun. It really wasn't fun because there's a small community of people who play like Gigantic, and they play on like, I think they play on private servers or something. They like play on their own, and that's all they do. They just play that, so they're like extremely good at the game. And then when it came out, I tried playing again, and it's just like them demolishing all the new players, you know. What about the dinosaur game you did last year, kind of like Overwatch? The dinosaur game? Oh, Primal? Was it called Primal? I stopped playing that because it became a numbers game. I didn't like it. Exo Primal, yeah. I didn't like it because it was a numbers game. Like every single game is a numbers game, but the thing is, there are some games out there that have enough going for them that it kind of delays the veil coming off. Does that make sense? What's the numbers mean? It got too optimized. Yeah, that's the thing. Like every single gun, like any single gun that you had, it stopped mattering because the gun stopped, like it didn't become I have this gun and it lets me do cool things. It's, I have this gun and this gun can kill 6 dinosaurs before I have to reload. And that was it. You know, it was exactly that. Like every single gun's like, all right, there's no point using this gun because it can only kill 3 dinosaurs per second. This other gun can kill 7 dinosaurs per second, right? So like, it's objectively better to only use this gun because it's the one that kills the most dinosaurs per second, right? Like the numbers, it just became numbers, and I didn't like that. You know, like I could use this ability because it's cool, but I know that it's only used to kill like 8 dinosaurs, you know, in this one specific area. And like when you play the game, it just had that feeling of, yeah, it takes 3 shots to kill a dinosaur. So I see, you know, 5 dinosaurs, I'll take 15 shots. and then I'll have to reload. Like, it didn't feel like a game anymore, it just felt like numbers, you know? I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm just getting old, that like I've experienced enough games that the game itself stops becoming a thing, but like the meta aspect of the game becomes a thing. Reject the meta always, but it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense to reject the meta. DPS stands for dinos per second. Worse is when a good game becomes too full of microtransactions. Rip S4 League. S4 League was fun. I miss that. I miss it too. TF2 avoids the problem of making gimmick builds viable. Unfortunately, it's infested with bots. Ah, that's rough. That's rough. I don't like playing competitive. I feel like it's way too frustrating to learn. While you're learning is always the one who guy camps and ruins experience. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, chat. The more games I play, the more it feels like they're solved, you know? Like, they kind of have the same pattern. And I'm, like, looking for a new game that doesn't... That's, like, new to me. You know, it's, like, it changes things up. And I'm like, whoa, that's so cool. It's introducing a new mechanic to me, a new gameplay style. Gaming isn't as fun as it used to be. I don't want to become that, though. I don't want to become that. We're trying a new genre help. I started playing farming sims because of that. I've been having fun with farming sims. It gets me that optimization thing. Like the part of my brain. Like, what was it? Oh, wait, chat, speaking of, I had this revelation a little while back. I'm very bad at being creative. Like, coming up with new things, I'm really bad at it, but when it comes to optimizing things, oh my god, I'm so good at it. Like, there's a part of my brain that just naturally wants to optimize things. So, like, if I see, like you know, farming stuff, I mean, like, the reason why I don't, like, min-max in Stardew Valley it's because I'm streaming it, right? But, like, if I wanted to, I would, like, spend every single day, like, just planning out, like, the perfect route to go away, like, make sure that my like, plants and my entire farm is completely automated. Yeah, iterate and optimize. Oh, it's so good. There's something about it, you know, there's something really nice about it. Would you play Factorio? I'm scared to play Factorio. Factorio is like my trap game. Like, once I get in, I'm not getting out. You would get those Excel spreadsheets, right? Very efficient. Making spreadsheets for the game, but there's something about it that just like, it just feels really good, you know? It's an infinite series like Minecraft when I optimize for 12 hours. I wish I could do that. I kind of want to do that. I kind of want to go back, like, to streaming super long hours again. But the complete opposite of min-max, chaos build. I kind of wanted to do more of the chaos build stuff because, I don't know. My head, I want to do things the way I want them, but in an optimized way. So, if it doesn't work, I will, like I'm the, you know, like, you see me, chat. I like destroyed the entire Shinri Kansen tracks. I removed every single track and I destroyed all the routes because I'm like, no, this is not efficient. It's not as clean as I want it to be. I can make it cleaner, you know? Like, I will go out of my way to wipe everything, to redo it from scratch with more experience, you know? So, like, I want to get back into it. 24-hour Factorio streams. Do we have Factorio perms? I don't know if we have Factorio perms. Isn't there another one else called, like, Satisfactory, which is like Factorio in 3D? Chat, give me a minute. I'm gonna go pour myself some more coffee real quick. More coffee. We do have perms. Oh. I'll have to schedule it. Chat, there's way too many games. I don't know how to play so many games. you guys hear that? I'm not sure if this sound suppressor blocked it or not, but yeah. Another cup of coffee. Always cups of coffee. I was considering going out and buying more today, or last night when I was going grocery shopping. Too many games in the mood. My backlog's like 60 plus games long right now. There's one game I wanted to play because everyone was playing it, but now it's over. I wanted to play Baldur's Gate 3. I wanted to experience it, but when it was happening, I didn't have time. And I don't particularly like playing super long games on stream. So I'm just like, man. That's the thing. I still need to finish it. It's very fun to watch. No, I can't. There's so many though. There's so many. It's got 150 hours. For me, it would be like 300 hours. Yeah, perps for it. I think we do. The boys played a couple of games of it, and then we all stopped because it's way too long. Just don't sleep. Baldur's Gate 3 Smash or Smash Simulator. Man. Super long games or literal sandbox games that can go forever. I'm gonna be honest. When it comes to streaming, sandbox games are more palatable than long story-based games. You know, like sandbox elements are like, what is it? Like things, you know, like they're okay. How did story-based games are a difficult challenge because it's one of those things where it feels like an obligation to finish it, you know, as opposed to Minecraft, where it doesn't really matter if you miss an episode of Minecraft. If you pop back into like any random stream, it's gonna be good, you know. It's kind of like Apex Legends a couple of years ago, where like there really isn't a story you have to follow. There is no obligation to keep following it. You just kind of play, and people, you know, hop in and they listen to you play and all that, and it's really easy to follow along, regardless of what's going on. But story-based games are really a lot more difficult. Plus, viewers can drop in and out at any time, not feel like they missed something. Exactly. Every stream of you will be good, and you're the perfect VOD Oshi. Nah. Finish Apex. Oh yeah, that's right, chat. We'll do it. We'll do a stream 24 hours, or no, non-stop. We're gonna play non-stop Apex Legends until we finish it. We're gonna finish the story mode. RPGs are kind of hard to list as a playlist. Yeah. One of the things where you don't want anyone to feel like they're falling behind, where I beat Baldur's Gate Part 6 and every stream is 6 hours long. Yeah, exactly. Night in the Woods finish? Oh my god, that's right. We haven't finished Night in the Woods. Oh my god, we haven't finished that. It's been like a year now. The story in Apex there is, but it's not like a consistent story. It's more like backstory of each character. Have you played Oxenfree? Relatively short, but has multiple endings. Ooh. I have not. Extra modes in Mad Father. We did finish Mad Father. All the extra stuff too. Including the New Blood Plus. The flash forward one. Yeah, we saw that. Too many games, not enough time. Man. Thoughts on Fire Emblem? Smash. Long story things probably work better in small chunks. Don't necessarily work with the stream schedule. Yeah, that's a really difficult part. I don't think I'm going to be able to play any long games until I'm back in Elysium for a while. It's difficult for me to like schedule things right now while I'm in Japan because I don't want to spend too much time being indoors while I'm in Japan. Thank you for the super. It's a new game called Haunted Paws. Looks like a kitty game you did yesterday, but Detective Doggos and a haunted mission. Oh, wait, that sounds really cute. Wait, that sounds really cute. Oh my god. Oh, thank you for the recommendation. I'll check it out. Haunted Pawns. You stopped Obra Dinn before it got crazy, if I remember right. Yeah, that's the we did like a week of sea shanty based games. Subnautica, Obra Dinn, and then Dredge? And then we didn't ever go back to it. I need to go back to it, but I'm worried that like I want to just, it's gonna be a basic like a first playthrough all over again. Phasmophobia with doggos. That'd be so cute. Oh my god. I want to pet. I want to pet a dog. I want to pet Biscuit. Biscuit, it's been a while. My parents keep sending me pictures of Biscuit, and she's just vibing. It's getting hot where they are. Like summer is slowly trickling in, so Biscuit's just been like vibing. She'll like lay out and just bask in the sun. Oh, man. What was the one game that we started that takes a year? The Longing. We haven't checked in on that one in a while. That's right. We were gonna do that a monthly thing, and then we just stopped because everything got so busy. Gamester, I think with a super app. I try to play all the Yakuza games and beat them all in 2 weeks. I think it's doable if you have 30-minute sleeps every day. I wish I had the opportunity to do that. Like, I might try it when I get back. Like, focus, like go 100% into like streaming, and then just do nothing but streams. You know? I could try that. Biscuit's gonna lick you to death when you come home. Ah, I hope. I need to. Okay, chat. I want to remind me to order treats for Biscuit before I leave, so that it arrives at the same time that I also arrive. That'd be kind of cool. Sounds like I'm not sleeping then. Don't overwork yourself. It's gonna be Rust. Rust season 2, 3. Rust season 3. This time with Armis, and then it's gonna be non-stop 11-hour streams every single day for a whole week. What breed is Biscuit? She is a border collie pit bull mix, so she looks like a black Labrador, but with rounded floppy ears. Yeah. Mana-chan tackles Shinri down to get him to sleep so they can sleep. Nah, Mana-chan doesn't watch my streams. My coffee is too hot. I can't drink it. I poured it and then I just been staring at it. I'm like, I can't drink it because it's still steaming and it's too hot. I'm just like, man, I want to drink right now. I want Rust so bad. I love it so much. It's just hard to find time for it though. It's so difficult to find time for it. How confident are you that she's watching right now? Mana-chan's actually been feeling a little sick, so I'm pretty sure she's resting at the moment. I don't think she's watching me right now. Mana-chan, ping me if you're watching me. But yeah. Ah, my nose. Hope she feels better. Get well soon. Yeah. Akio, thank you for the super. Have you heard of the Pakare Down in the Bun Burrows? Adorable retro puzzle game like catching bunnies with cool emergent mechanics. Ooh, no. First time hearing about it. Thank you for the super. I'll check it out. Check it out. Can you tell us some hints for the 3D? Okay, here's a spoiler for my 3D. It'll be in 3D. Whoa. Wow. The worst part is you can smell the aroma of the coffee, but you can't have it. Yeah, it's there. It smells really good. No way! Yeah. Rust arcs are always engaging and unique. It is, but it's so difficult to do. I think all the senpais are like super busy right now because they have like a lot of projects coming up on their own end. Speaking of, chat. Speaking of, tomorrow. I know the time is really difficult for a lot of folks, but tomorrow is the 5th anniversary Moving On concert showcase celebration the 5th anniversary for concert. 5th anniversary concert for HOLOSTARS JP. So please do go check that out. Yeah, it's like 3 a.m. Pacific time or like 6 a.m. Eastern time. It's like super, super early. But yeah, man. It's wild. It's wild to think about it. It's just like 5 years. I was thinking about that last night. Because here's my thought, chat. Let's peer behind the curtains for a little bit, right? VTubers have the same lifespan of a possum. Alright? 3 to 4 years. Max. Right? Like they live about as long as a possum lives. Okay? But to have a 5-year anniversary concert, 5 years, you know? Like, oh yeah, that's right. Some people are just learning. Possums only live for like 3 to 4 years. Yeah, they are, possums live very short lives. So please, like, if you find, if you find one, please leave it alone. Like, let it do its own thing. But like, if you ever come into possession of a possum, make sure you treat it well, because it's only there for a part of your life, for like just a little blip, you know? But like, VTubers have the same amount of lifespan as possums do. So seeing them still going strong a year after most possums pass away is like, man, you know? Miyabi hasn't been for 5 years. Soda Senpai's been 7 years. It's all when you think about it. Yeah. Inaki, they give the super. There's a game called Possum Pizza. Pizza Possum. It's cute. Ooh. To eat pizzas. Thank you. Even living in captivity. Yeah, even living in captivity, 3 to 4 years is about the average lifespan of a possum. Thank you for the super, Inaki. I see VTubers laying on the side of the road all the time too. No. I hope you boys stick around longer than 5 years. That's the thing though. That's the thing, you know? In my mind, I'm like, 5 years is paradoxically... Okay, here's the thing. The older I get, like the more years of experience I have, the more I realize 5 years is paradoxically both a long period of time, but also a very short amount of time. You know? Like in my mind, like I thought 3 years was a long time. In my mind, like 3 years seemed like a really long, enormous amount of time for me. And now that I look back at it, I'm like, no, that was a tiny part of my life. That was like a tiny portion. That was like 1/10 of my life. You know, like it came and it went, right? So in my mind, it's like, it's both paradoxically a long period of time and then a very short period of time. And like, I'm worried because I'm like, how do I make the most of it? You know? Like if it's a long period of time, I don't want to end up in a trap of myself thinking, oh, it's the beginning of this semester. I have plenty of time to work on that paper. You know, like I'll work on it bit by bit over time. And then by the time the end of the semester comes around, I'll be done. Right? I don't want to fall into that trap. Right? So I'm thinking to myself, like, HOLOSTARS English 5th year anniversary. Like, what kind of cool stuff could we do? Should we do? Like, you know? But at the same time, I don't want to be like, well, that's 5 years. Like, I don't have to wait for that, right? Because here's the thing. Like, for Altair and Axel, it's like 2 years already. They're already like 40% of the way to 5 years. You know? That's what aging does to us. The older we get, the smaller percentage of our total life each time period represents. Yeah. It's only 3 years away. That's enough time to get like almost through a degree in college. You know? Like imagine how fast like undergraduate college blipped by, looking back at it now, right? That's about the same amount of time. Yeah, they'll be halfway there. By the end of this year, by January, they'll be halfway to 5 years. And it's like, man, it's zooming. It feels like it's zooming, you know? Look how a 5-year-old and a 15-year-old share 1/3 of their lifespan, and a 25 and a 35 sharing a little over 2/3. Yeah. Man. I don't know, it's like... I feel like I still need to do more. You know, I have this like feeling, just like looking up at my senpais and like, okay, what have they accomplished and what have they done, right? I'm thinking to myself like, I gotta pick up the pace. I gotta do more things, you know? Summer breaks used to feel so long. They used to. But not anymore. Not anymore. I gotta finish an associate's by senior year of high school. Oh no. Good luck. Would you want to appear at a panel at Japan Expo someday? I would like to appear at any panel, please. Any con appearance, I would very much appreciate and would love. I don't get to go to many cons. I don't get invited or like asked to go to many conventions, so like any kind of appearance would be really, really appreciated. As I feel like as I get older, time is going by quicker. Yeah. I read somewhere. I already talked about this previously in another Zatsudan, but like just for those who may have forgotten or like it's the first time hearing about it. I read somewhere that the reason why time seems to move faster as we get older is because we have solved our day to day, you know? It's the same reason why a lot of people, you kind of zone out when you commute and drive. When you go from, you know, from home to work or from home to college, you end up zoning out for like the 40 minutes you're driving. Well, like 40 minutes for me. I don't know about anyone else. I don't know how long your commutes are. But like you just zone out and that 40-minute chunk is just gone. You know, there's no real like memory you form unless something crazy happens like a car accident. But because it's solved, because it's on autopilot, that chunk of time just vanishes from you. Like you don't become aware of it anymore. And I feel that the more optimized my life gets, the faster it passes by because I don't have to think about it. They don't become new experiences for me. They become just a routine that I get into, you know? And it's like, man, this is kind of why when I go out to eat, I've been trying to actively avoid eating the same thing that I eat now, or eating the same thing I have eaten and trying new things because I want there to be novel experiences that I can remember, you know? But man, the more stuff I have in my head to pass time with, if you ever get invited to my neck of the woods, please just invite me to any con. Any con, please. Adulthood, we get into a cycle. Yeah. If you want to experience time more slowly, we should try to learn, experience new things as often as possible. Speaking of learning new things, I know it's a little bit late now, but I think when I get back to Elysium, I'm going to double down hard on learning Japanese because I just can't communicate, you know? Like, I feel like I should, and I want to. And I figure I need to learn a new skill. So like I have to pick up a new talent. My brain has been like chunky. Does that make sense? My brain right now feels like expired milk where there are chunks in it and it's not pouring smoothly. And I want to get back to the point where my brain feels fluid, you know? I'm sorry, my brain, that's how my brain works. Like it operates in sensations and experiences, you know? Brain is unwrinkled. That's the scary part. That's the scary part, chat. My brain ends up getting way too unwrinkled over time. Gotta give it a good shake, yeah. Chunky brain goop. Buttery smooth, no. But yeah, gotta maintain that growth mindset. Exactly, exactly. I don't want to, because okay, here's the thing. I understand why now people end up just not learning new things. They get to the point where their knowledge is sufficient, right? It's sufficient. It's enough to do the day to day. It's enough to, you know, browse social media. It's enough to leave comments on their videos. It's enough to, like, you know, write a couple of paragraphs maybe if you're like really into it, right? But that's about it, you know? My brain is like, I'm just not snappy anymore. I'm not like fluid. I don't feel like flexible, you know? And it's just kind of like, it's so easy to stop learning, you know? That's the scary part. It is so easy. Because I'm thinking about this now. I'm like, I haven't learned a new thing, you know? I haven't taken the time to sit down and be like, I want to understand this concept and learn more about it, right? It's so easy to just let yourself slip and end up falling into that mindset of, well, I've learned enough. I don't have to learn anymore, right? I would go insane without learning new things. You gotta keep your mind, you gotta keep learning to keep your mind active. Exactly. Currently in a burnout, so my brain can't even remember how to talk properly sometimes. Oh no. Can't wait to get back to learning new things. Please do take the time to like rest your brain after burnout though. But I don't know, like that's my worry, because I don't want to end up like the old like boomer Karens and, you know, people who are like, back in my day I used to buy a house with, you know, my summer job, and then it's like, Grandpappy, your summer job was enough to pay for college. Yo. Mickey, thank you for the super brain wrinkle. Thank you. Wait, hold up. Would it be cheaper for me to buy, what was the book series called again? I forget. There's a series of books. Genki, yeah. Would it be cheaper to buy Genki books here in Japan? Because I remember trying to order them in Elysium cost like $150. Hippie Frey, thank you for the super. Genji book textbook ones, thank you. Taco, thank you for the super. Shinri, smooth brain equals Puniko bald head. Aww. But Puniko is so... I've been hugging Puniko and cuddling Puniko to sleep every single time. Wait. Did you guys hear that? That was my stomach. Did you guys hear? Wait. Wait. Is it? Is it? Wait, hold up. I'm gonna go Amazon, because that's where I order things from. Let's see. Is there like a bookstore for just like imports? Because I remember looking back at it, I was like, it's really expensive. That was your stomach? Yeah, that was my stomach. Okay, Genki 1, 2, and 3. Genki 1 and 2 is $110 for some reason. It's 158. Okay, that's yeah, 158. That's the original price that I saw. Genki 1 textbook, workbook, and answer key, 140. That's a lot. Genki 1 and 2, workbook and answer keys are 190, but on sale for 150. When I was in the UK, I bought so many books because they were like half the price. My suitcase was filled with books. Yeah, I should. Is it not available for PDF? I'm old school. I need to have a physical book. I cannot read anything on a screen. I just can't. I imagine it's a textbook that's so expensive. Yeah. I can't do an ebook. I wish I could, but I tried. I have tried so many times. It just like my eyes glaze over. My hand moves over to Alt Tab, and then I switch over to another tab. You know, like it's just too, like I need to have a book, you know. I hated it forever, but Paperwhite Kindles are like, paperwhite Kindles? Can I wait, how much is a Paperwhite Kindle? I'm afraid. Can I afford one? Paperwhite Kindle. I've heard about them. $150. Ooh, $150. Paperwhite Signature Edition is $189. That's like a console. That's like a whole ass console, chat. I brought my Nintendo Switch to Japan and I haven't touched it for like the last 3 months. I haven't touched it at all in the last 3 months. I just like, man, I'm not good with consoles. I'm not good with these things, you know? So I'm thinking to myself, like, if I buy this, I will probably buy it and then get 3 free months of Kindle Unlimited for $0, $11.99 a month afterwards. There are a lot of book offs that sell secondhand books. Minna no Nihongo. Is there like a learning Japanese book that features anime characters? Because I'm gonna be honest, if there are more anime characters on the page, the easier it is for my brain to like pay attention. There was like the book about like how to learn algebra, but it's like anime characters teaching you algebra, and I'm like, oh hey, this is more accessible now, you know? Are there used books available? Maybe, but I don't know where to find them. I have no idea. Learning math Naruto. Did you guys hear what they're doing, Chad, with AI text to speech? There are Gen Z people who are using AI text to speech to have David Attenborough teach them physics. So they would get ChatGPT to write up and explain certain concepts in physics, right? Like teach me how electromagnetism works, right? And like the right hand rule and all that stuff, right? And then they take that output and they put it into an AI text to speech and they're like, read this to me in the voice of David Attenborough, right? And they've just been teaching themselves that, and it's like, what? But did Sir David Attenborough approve of this though? Probably not. I don't think they would ever like approve that. But like, they're people like stealing voices anyway, you know. I wish LLMs could be banned completely for education. In what way? 5 years of laws of physics are gonna be completely whack. I don't know. So like, maybe that's what I'll do. I will offer my voice as a repository. Vocaloid style. The Vocaloid style, where I like make all those phonemes. I'm like the ah, e, oo, e, o, and then you guys can all take my voice and then put me through the text to speech thing. Yeah. Shinri, I'm surfing Amazon Japan. Found Genki 1 and 2 at $26 each. $26 each? Is that before or after conversion? That's half the price of just importing it. Wait. I could just order it here and have it delivered to the post office nearby the apartment. And then I could just pick it up. Wait, hold up. Let me go to Amazon JP. Amazon.com/co.jp. Genki 1 and 2. I saw chat saying not to get 3. Is there a reason why not to get 3? That would be cheaper. Yeah, I'm thinking. Is this your permission to turn you into a Vocaloid? That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, turn me into a Vocaloid. I already get mixed into effectively a Vocaloid in our group songs. Have you heard their mixing for me in connecting? They already turned me into a Vocaloid. Might as well, you know. Mandy, Okoidi. Glad I can catch your live stream again. Busy with work. I have one question. What do you do when you get tired of working? I look for the little things. Okay, so it depends on like what you mean by tired. Like if I am tired of working because I'm just burnt out of work, I will just lessen my load and do like the bare minimum that's required and then just keep doing that. If I'm tired, just like physically, I will distract myself and find something that's like fun to do. But if I'm like tired as in like conceptually, I will try to like, for me, I take stock of what's going on because I'm a very analytical person. So like I do a cost benefit analysis to remind myself like, why am I doing this work? Like how much effort am I putting in compared to the returns I'm getting, you know, like the benefits I'm getting, things like that. But I like to put it out of my head, write it down. That's like the big thing. If I ever have any weird feelings about stuff, it's easier for me to write things down on paper so I can stare it down, as opposed to having those feelings of like, I don't want to work, I'm tired, like I'm frustrated. Like instead of having it in my head, I put it down and I stick it onto paper. But yeah, mixing deeper voice so he seems like a challenge. But it's not. It's like just leave us alone. Let us sing at our voice, you know? Like, what is it? How does it go again? Like, find a reason to sing. Kimi ni aitai. Like, just leave us alone. Stop mixing us. It's like, don't. Wait. I don't know, chat. They did better with Arcane content like this year, so I'm hoping. Maybe they're getting more experience with it, but like if it took them 5 years, like, yeah. Coming down to cover corporate petition to leave you guys alone. I heard myself sing in connecting, and I'm like, I did not sing that way. I did not record that way. Like, that is not the inflection I put on it. That is not the energy I put on it. It was just like, ooh, man, that was weird. They put a lot of filters in it. They're like, this is a robot text-to-speech of Shinri. It's not Shinri singing, you know? Ooh. Wait, hold up. Which one do I buy? The orange one is Genki 1, right? Should I order this now? Should I commit? Should I pull the trigger right now? We know they can mix because since Flex was godly. We got a third-party mixer for that. We got a third-party mixer. We got someone else outside who is familiar with English singing voices to mix that for us. So orange is 1, green is 2. Which one do I get? There's so many ones. Genki, an integrated course in elementary Japanese workbook 1. I don't know which one to buy. Writing? I kind of don't want the writing. If I were to be honest, I would much rather have Japanese typing training. Like, I would much rather have, because I think that's a lot more applicable to me at the moment. Instead of writing, but like having it typed, like figuring out how to type stuff with it, you know. I gotta get the first one. You'll need both. Get textbook and workbook set. Textbook and workbook set. They only have the pictures of one of them. I don't know which one to get. With CD, paperback with CDs. Just ask Mana-san to buy. Writing is recommended, is how you remember things. You want the textbook, the workbook is recommended. Familiar with writing the character. Writing helps more with memory. Buy the one with Naruto. CDs are useful. Okay, chat, here's the thing. I don't have any CD player anymore. The PC that I have does not have a CD drive. Like, I don't have one installed. I don't have a CD player. Okay? I have a cassette tape player. I have like a Walkman, but like I only have it because of the aesthetics. It looks really cool. I don't have one that works for a CD though. A disk drive? What the hell is that? Exactly, right? Next chat's gonna be like, man, you don't have a floppy disk drive? 3.5? Like, come on. It's required for tech. They usually have MP3s on their site. See, yeah, I would rather that. You know, if I had to listen to something, I'll take it that. Reading won't help much more in advanced kanji because of how similar they are to one another. Please tell me you have working cassettes and music on them. I don't. I don't have any working cassettes. I'm so sad. I don't have any. I have the cassette player. I have it because it feels... No, sorry, not feels. It sounds. It sounds good when you click it open, and then you get like the metallic and the plastic, like the clacking noises when it opens and closes. Oh, it sounds so good. But it doesn't work. You know that audios can be found online, or there's an online supplement to the textbook. Ooh. The book itself, though, I need a physical copy of. Otherwise, I will not be able to focus because my brain just does not work that way. The Genki textbook involves not much writing, and you can find the audio files you can listen to problems online really easily. Ooh, yeah, thank you for the membership. Okwedi. I don't know which one to buy. There's a pale orange one that is the answer key, textbook and workbook. Why is it 13,000 yen? Oh my gosh, some of these are really expensive. I don't know if I want to buy the same one. This is the workbook. I need to find the textbook, right? Third edition? Do the reviews say anything useful? If you're used to using Duolingo, you'll be, as I was, finding this book difficult. It doesn't really specify. Started with Genki 1 3rd edition because I didn't want to over myself with all the volumes. My friend learned Japanese. I have a friend who now works at a anime importing company because he was like really, really into anime in college, and he would watch just a whole bunch of anime, and he got fluent in Japanese just by like spending 4 years doing nonstop anime, and then he got a job doing that. And I'm like, man, I'm so jealous. I should have paid more attention to anime back in college. I wasn't actually that big of an anime fan back in college, you know? But it's like, man. Duolingo is bad with JP. I don't think you can learn languages with Duolingo. Like, there's another one of my tepid takes. I don't think you can actually learn languages with Duolingo. I think you can learn words, but it doesn't allow you to have conversations, you know? Yeah, it's a good practice program, but it doesn't teach you anything. It doesn't teach you how to use a language. Hello, thank you for the 2 months. Imagine Puniko got possessed and shot laser beams from their mouth, spitting in the air and destroying cities. Puniko would be too tired for that, but I can see that happening. That'd be really cute. Oh. Thank you for re-upping the membership. Rowan, thank you for the 12 months. Quaity. Quaipan 1 year, let's go. Time really flies, can't wait for 3D Showcase and HOLOSTARS Live. By the way, I go to the live in person. Ooh, have fun. That sounds so exciting. Congratulations. Do take lots of photos. I don't know if you can take photos. Have fun though. Yeah. Kimmy, thank you for the 13 months of Quaity. You need to actively talk to people to fully learn the language. Exactly. The question also, like, Duolingo, I remember saying things like, I do not like the peanut butter sandwich, or like, she is not the fish. Like, things like that, you know? Like, it sounds really weird. Like, you're not really learning stuff. You're like learning how to say things, and it's like, but is it really teaching you? But yeah. Is this the workbook? I don't know if it's the workbook or if it's the textbook. I don't know which one it is. Kindle edition special offer. What the heck? What is this timer thing? Oh, I hate this. There's a timer on screen that's counting down from 10 minutes to make you feel like you're going to miss out on a deal and make you impulsively buy things if you don't scoop it up. I don't like that. That's psychological kind of like manipulation of people trying to get them to buy things. Ugh. Ugh. I don't like it. Chat me, thanks for stopping by. You have a wonderful day. It's like offer ends in 6 minutes and counting down 5 minutes and 59 seconds. Like, come on. Bianca, thank you for the 16 months. Happy 16 months. Getting real close to a year and a half, which is crazy to think about. So excited for your 3D and good luck with Japanese practice. Also, I suggest Lingo Deer over Duolingo. Ooh. Lingo Deer. I'll have to look into that. Thank you, thank you. Also, Okoiri. Bulk purchases of new products. Ooh, man. Will you be attending Japan Expo in Paris? Nah, that's a Holo Meat Ambassador thing. I am not. I'm not going there. Eli, thank you for the 1 year, Okoiri. Setting aside time to listen to a language, immersing yourself while listening is one of the best ways to boost base stats. I should do that. I should do more of that. You know what? I'm gonna buy it. I'll buy it. How much is this? Genki 1 textbook, Genki 1 workbook, Genki 2 textbook, but not the Genki 2 workbook. I'll get the Genki 2 workbook later, but I'll get the Genki 1 and 2 textbooks, but only workbook for number 1. Does that make sense? And then I'll buy the workbook for number 2 afterwards. When I teach Japan University, we use textbook and workbook. You really only need the textbook to learn the workbook. You have to practice the pages right on, which you can find and print online. You can just print them online? Could Japanese textbook be written off as business expenses since you work for a Japanese company? We don't. We're contractors, so we don't have like employee stuff. And even if we were employees, the write-off would happen with the company, as opposed to like this is a purchase the company makes for its employees. Therefore, we're writing it off as a business expense. If you're a contractor, you'd have to do it on your own. But it is paperwork, and I don't want to do paperwork. So, yeah, even if it was a business expense, it would be the company writing it off, not for me. Yeah. Chucky, thank you for the super. When I studied my basic Nihongo, I used the textbook and an app for kanji reading and writing with grid notebook. It would helps if you do it every day. I should do it every day. I know I don't need to buy book 2 now, but it's cheaper. It's cheaper to buy it here than it is to import it because I'm looking at the price on the US website, and it's like twice the price. You know. Okay. I'll put it in the cart. Man. Get both to save money. Buy it while you're there. Yeah. Also, I think I have like 2 checked bags free when on the plane back, so it shouldn't be too difficult. I think there's like a 45 kilogram limit on a checked bag, so it should be fine, even if the books are pretty chunky. What about getting a used textbook from a university buy-sell group? Is there one? I don't know how I would navigate it. Used Genki textbook. Where would I even find them? There's eBay. Wait. Are there used versions on Amazon? Because sometimes sometimes people resell on Amazon. Yeah, I don't want to use eBay. eBay is scary. New and used starting from, oh, it's the same price. No, there aren't any used ones. Darn it. I got my books from University Bookstore and Chegg. I don't know if Chegg delivers to Japan, does it? Chegg. Search for Genki 1. I can rent it for $12 or buy it for $42, which is the same price as the one on Amazon. Minna no Nihongo. Minna no Nihongo. Maybe I can buy Genki 1 and Minna no Nihongo. Everyone's no eBay. Yeah, I want to stay away from eBay. I'm scared about eBay. Everyone's beginner Japanese textbook, 2nd edition. It has a burb on it. How about a Japanese secondhand store like Book Off? Is there how? I'm scared of those. I'm intimidated. How would I even find those? Closes at 9 p.m. It's a long way away. Oh my god, it's like an hour away. What? eBay has always sounded like a crack shop. I am impressed. I am like terrified and impressed at people who are able to go and buy things off Craigslist and eBay. Like, I always get scared. Book hunting be hard for the language you want to learn, right? Like, I don't have the skills to say I want to buy this book to learn the language in the language that I'm trying to actively learn at that time, you know? I tried the local university to see if they have any social media students use it for selling items. I don't know if the schools like are in session right now. Is it? I sold my used textbook on eBay and bought some. I could not. I've not ordered a lot, but never had issues with it. I'm scared. I get terrified about eBay. I've also heard stories about people getting stabbed on Craigslist, so I'm like, I don't want to use Craigslist either. You know? Ask Mana-chan. I should. I'll just ask Mana-chan then. You can always try visiting libraries to see. I don't have a Japanese phone number, so I don't think I can get a Japanese credit card. Or not credit card, library card. I think you need either like a Japanese address, a bank account, or a Japanese phone number to get those library cards. There's a lot of things you need like a Japanese address for, apparently. Or a Japanese phone number. And yeah. Axel required his Nihongo Jozu skills might be a different thing. I want to practice it. Like I need to get good. I need to like actually practice it though. But yeah. 50-50 you get shanked. I like those odds. Alright, chat. It is 12 and I have to be heading out soon for an idle thing, so I need to make sure I can take a shower and freshen up and clean up and everything before I head out. I also need to get some food real quick. And lunch. Yeah. Thanks to Zatsu. Yeah. Maybe ask Mana-chan for Yahoo auctions. I don't know if I have time for auctions. I don't know if they'll like finish the auction and then ship and deliver within time. But yeah. I think I should just go ahead and commit to buying this right now. Because it's right here. It's in the cart. It's in my cart right now. Should I pull the trigger, chat? Should I just buy it? Genki 1 and 2. It's just the workbooks. Or not the workbooks, sorry. It's the textbooks. Textbooks, not the workbooks. Proceed to checkout. Okay, what's the address for that local post office nearby? I forget. Oh my god, it's so cheap. What the heck? Oh my god. Man, this is so, like, I can get both books for the same price of one of them. That's insane. That is insane. I guess like import costs too and all that. I guess import costs also add up to it, but man. Okay. Done. Order placed. Thanks. Confirmation will be sent to your email. Okay, we're gonna commit to it. As like a little like tangent to that, I probably won't be doing any Duolingo streams, I'm gonna be honest. Because I would rather spend like 2 hours actually paying attention to the workbook and textbook than like doing vocab on Duolingo. No worries, I don't like Duolingo. Duolingo is bad. Like, it's cute if you are able to, like, I don't know, have like silly reactions and stuff. So like for me, I would much rather like spend the time actually learning it as opposed to like just going through the actions of making noises, you know. Thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you. We appreciate it. Can we get some hearts in chat for the gifted membership? Yeah. It's a streamer game. Yeah, exactly. You're not actually learning, you're just streaming and making content of it. And that's not where my brain is gonna that's not where my brain wants to be. I wanna like actually be learning it. Alright, chat. I gotta go to outro, or else I'm gonna keep yapping. Keep blabbering. Yeah. Alright, chat. Thank you all. I deleted my Duolingo so I wouldn't accidentally open it and reawaken the owl. The owl knows it's gonna hunt you down. Learn Spanish or vanish. Alright, let me send you off on a raid. Ooh, it looks like Haka is currently doing a work stream. I don't know what he's working on, but I guess we'll have fun. Yeah, have a wonderful time over by Haka stream. Thank you all for stopping by this little short Zatsu. Gamma with idle duties, thank you. Hope you have something tasty to eat for lunch. Thank you. I will. My brain just stopped working for a moment there. Okay. Tomorrow is a membership stream. I still haven't figured out what I'm gonna do with the membership stream, but it'll probably just be like a little thing. I'll see you all then. And then there is no stream on Sunday because, chat, it is Machina X Fleon, full government name, his 3D showcase coming up. And then Haka's immediately after that. So please do check the boys out. Please do support them, give them lots of love. And then you'll get to enjoy mine next week, the week afterwards. Could be a lot of stuff. But yeah, I will see you all tomorrow, chat. Oyasumi. Oyasumi.